Hello and welcome to the video using MPMode in LabLink. In this screen you have the ability to order products on a one-by-one basis or from your preset packages and add-ons. The advantage to this mode is being able to see a final version of each product as you order it. You have the ability to crop directly on the product and add text to the product if the product allows. Also, this is the only screen where proofs and templates that allow multiple poses can be ordered. And yes, this mode and the build screen can be used in the same order. You can keep packages in the build screen and then come to this screen to order multi-pose templates, or a single 8x10 that requires specific cropping. Let's get started. Select the order and click MPMode. When the screen opens, you'll see it divided into 4 sections. The top left section is where the products and packages will display. This is just like the Edit Packages window as far as display, and just select a category for the products to show up. On the right side, top right, you'll see all of your images. You can change the size of these images if necessary. We have Select All, Clear Selection, Hide File Names if that's not necessary, Details to view the detail view of your images, Show Crop if there's any crop on the images. You can sort the images by data. Okay, the bottom left is where your products will be as you order them, and the bottom right is where you'll be able to edit those products and see a detailed view of each product as you're ordering it. Alright, let's go ahead and order a product. So we find our package print units category from the middle box, just like in the Edit Packages window. Find the 8x10 and drag an image to it. You'll see that it pops up below under Ordered Products, and when I click on it, I'm given a preview of it on the bottom right. If I need to, I can stretch out this view to see a larger preview. We also have a Maximize button to see an even larger preview. This view helps if you are editing text or need to crop smaller nodes. Okay, on the bottom left, with the product selected, if I right-click on it, I can either remove the product, I can edit the quantity, I can remove all ordered products, I can change the paper type, I can enter multi-select mode, or I can customize the product. On the right hand side, if I right click, I can crop, I can remove the product crop, I can remove the image from the product, I can hold the image for the product, I can hold the options for the product after I've selected the options, just like you do in the Edit Packages window when you're building your packages. Okay, so let's take a look at crop. If I select crop, I right click on the image and drag down or drag up to zoom in or out. This is holding down the right click button on the mouse. If I need to see a head height bar or a chin bar as guides, I just click those buttons. And when I don't need to see them anymore, I just turn them off. And when we're done cropping, we can just click out of it or click the render button. You have to click out of the crop mode in order to be able to see the right click options again. So once I've cropped, if I need to, I can remove the product crop. By default, products in MP mode will use the crop from the crop screen unless they are cropped in MP mode. So if I remove product crop, it will use the crop that it has on it from the crop screen if there is one. And I can also remove the image from this product if I want to use another image for it. Okay, let's key some options. and click Apply. Now we click the Render button to see a preview just as the product will print at the lab. You don't always have to hit the Render button after you've made the changes, but sometimes you'll need to see an exact render of how the product will preview at the lab. The only thing that may not display correctly on your computer are fonts, but we'll talk about that a little bit more shortly. If we want to get this product back to its normal look, we just go back to Options, and without making any changes, just click Apply. Now click Render again, and it's back. Now we can choose some options. And then if we're happy with these options and want to use them for other 8x10s in the order, we just say Hold Options for Product. So then if I order another 8x10 for someone, they'll have these same options. And then I can just change the options back to normal and say replace held options with the current options, and then the next 8x10 that is ordered will be back to regular. Okay, so not only can individual products be ordered in the job, but you can also order from your packages. To do this, just click on the Packages tab. Choose one of your packages or the add-ons package from the package set drop-down. And with the package selected, you can drag an image to it. So you can see the products just begin to build under the ordered products. Now you may wonder why it only shows one image on the sheet, and that's how it'll show until we hit the Render button. But even if I don't hit the Render button, the product will still print correctly at the lab. We just crop and click. Now if we hit Render, we'll see that it populates the whole sheet. But again, you don't have to click the Render button for the product to print correctly at the lab. Now this is a 16x20 that we set up in our edit packages to automatically have a black and white effect with a vignette. And as you see, that carries over to MPMode. Now if I don't want that, I can always turn it off by just going to Options and click Apply without changing anything, and it'll be back to color. I need to also mention that instead of just ordering from an entire package in MPMode, you can order from a single product as well. Just click that instead of the package, drag the image over, and it'll order from that specific product. Now let's take a look at ordering a group. So from the category School and Studio Products, I find the subcategory of School Groups. Now let's take a look at the 8x10 and drag the group to it. I'm going to crop my group. And let's type some overlay. Let's type some text for the overlay. And click render. Now this is nice, but why don't we take it a step further? So over on the bottom left, let's right click on the product and say Customize Product. So this pops up, open the Customize Product options. We can change the text color and the stroke color, and let's see how that looks. Okay, let's take it a step farther and say I want the font at the top of the group to be different. So let's find this font and see how that looks. Okay, now let's change the font at the bottom. Now, something you may notice on your computer is that the fonts may not look like the examples shown in the customized product. This could be the case if you do not have this particular font on your computer. But as long as these are the fonts picked, that's how the product will render at the lab. Alright, let's see if we can increase the size of the text a little at the top and the bottom. And maybe we'll increase the stroke size also to make that stand out a little bit. Let's go up pretty big here. And we'll see how that looks. Alright, I like the way that looks. So if we want to keep this for all the other groups that we order, we just say Set Defaults to Current Selections. Then if we click on that tab, we can see this is going to be the fonts. This is going to be the defaults for all options going forward for this product. So now I can click on this group, drag it over, and you can see it keeps that. Alright, looks good, but I can change it if I want to. Now if I know that every one of my groups is going to have this text at the top, I can click in the box, right click and say hold text for product. So that way when I order another group, it'll automatically have that text on there and I won't have to type it each time. The product customizations are not available on every product, but they are available on quite a few. So you'll just have to experiment with different products and different customizations to see what you like best. And you can always do these same customizations in the Edit Packages window. I'm going to close this and just point out a few more things. Right now I'm going to right click and just say remove all ordered products. And let's go back to the package print units. Select that and drag it down. This is just an alternate way to order, and you can see it says drop image here, so I can drag an image from here to a product as well. If that's not the right image, I can drag yet another image and replace it. And if I know I'm going to want to order another of the same product, I can just click New and then drag another one down. It just saves time from having to drag the same one down again. Alright, I'm going to remove all those and just show about multi-pose and proof products. So in the proof products category, let's find the 3x5 proof. Now if I want to order 3x5 proofs for every image in the job, I want to first drag one over. I'm doing this just to set the proof up. Alright, if you want a proof overlay, type proof, and let's hit enter, or render. Go ahead and crop that. Okay, so we've got proof. We also have one more text node that can be typed into. And just as we saw on the other product, we have some customization options. So we can change the font for the proof, the text color, the stroke size, but for this one I'm just going to leave everything alone. Okay, so what I want to do here is click in and say hold text for product. Click in here and say hold text for product. And now we want to highlight the rest of the images in the order and drag all of those images at the same time onto the proof product. And now all of those proofs will be added to our ordered products, and we'll have the same overlay as our original had because we're holding the text. Now if I want to look through and see them, I'm going to click auto render, and so that way as soon as I click on the product it'll render to the screen. Okay, let's take a look at the multi-pose product real quick. We just find a multi-image template. We can drag that down. And so now it's just ready for us to drop the images into it. We just right click and crop. Click render, and there's our product. Thank you for watching the LabLink video on how to use MPMode.